We have lots of crazy conversations, but this time, you're invited. You're listening to your favorite mother-daughter duo, the Crozier Girls.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
How's your work day been?
It's been good. Trying to get ahead for the holidays and PTO that everybody has. So,
Okay. Very good. And you've been doing lots of Christmassy things and have lots of Christmassy plans with friends. So you've been really busy. It was hard for us to fit this in this week.
yes, it was. However, I don't know what Christmassy plans with like I've had plans with friends, but they're not normally Christmassy.
Well, I thought Friday you're going to a Christmas party.
Yeah, but so you're hosting a Christmas party.
I am.
So
I'm hosting a little dinner party for a few friends, so I'm excited about that.
I want those friends who listen to the pod to know that Mom has banned us from the house Friday night. Like, we're not allowed, none of the children are allowed to be in the house, be seen, or be heard. Like, we cannot be present.
That's not totally true. I just told you all there's no food for you. Like, we're having a really nice dinner, and we're not.
You asked me if the boys could come over to my apartment on Friday so they have somewhere to go.
I told the boys they can be in the house, but just don't expect dinner is really my point. So,
okay.
Anyway.
Oh,
Okay, well, I thought for this edition of the podcast, since we probably won't record again.
Oh, in 2025.
Wait, will
Yeah.
we? Maybe we could record one more after Christmas.
Yeah.
But I feel like this needs to be like a Christmas edition podcast episode.
Okay, so what does that entail?
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking maybe we do like trivia. And I have some that I can ask you, and then we'll see how much you know.
But if you know the answers, then it's one-sided trivia. But honestly, I'm down. Let's see how much. I've done so much trivia recently.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Okay. So this is what we'll start.
Wait, and play. This is play along with Rebekah trivia. So write down your answers as you listen.
Yeah.
And see if you can beat me. That's what we'll do.
Yes.
See if you can beat Rebekah at trivia.
See if you can beat Rebekah. Every question is 1 point. And you can submit to us your total score when this is said and done. And we'll see how good Rebekah is. It is.
Are you smarter than Rebekah at Christmas trivia?
Yes. Are you smarter than a college graduate at Christmas trivia? Specifically, the category is going to be Christmas movies and entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now,
I'm so ready.
It is multiple choice, but I think I'm going to see if you can get it without first. Okay. And then if you need the choices, I'll give you the choices. So,
okay. That's fine.
Okay. We're going to start with an easy peasy one. And you can tell the listeners why this one's so easy. But in the movie Home Alone, where was Kevin's family traveling to when they left him behind?
They were going to Paris.
Yes, they were. They were going to Paris. And I think any Home Alone question is going to be a slam dunk for us.
Oh, yeah.
Because we watch it every year on Christmas Eve, and it's the best movie ever. Also, a little family lore is when I was growing up, we didn't have family close by. It was just the 6 of us. My grandmother, my mom's parents lived in South Carolina, and we spent the week with them, but we always came home Christmas Eve. So on Christmas Day, we always went to the movies. And back then, they were empty. There was no one at the movies except for us and people who don't celebrate Christmas, which was pretty much almost no one. And so we would always go and see if there was a Christmas movie out. So I actually saw Home Alone in the theater the year it was released. I remember that very well.
On Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day. Yes.
Did you know it's the highest grossing Christmas movie
of all time?
I learned that in trivia today.
Wow. Not surprised. It is the creme de la creme of Christmas movies. So
it is.
Okay. Good job. Well done. Question number 2. What year was the film It's a Wonderful Life released?
Oh, what year was it released?
Yeah. Are you going to need
Oh my
choices?
gosh. Give me a second. I won't know the exact year, but I'm gonna at least try to get the decade.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just yeah.
I want to say 1940s.
Okay. Yep. Right decade.
Is that correct?
That's
Okay,
the right decade,
yes.
which
Okay.
means if I'd given you the choices, you probably would have guessed right because it's
Oh,
1936, 46, 56, or 66. And of course, the answer is...
In my head, I had 1945, so I would have been pretty close.
Well done. 1946, directed by Frank Capra and starring James Stewart. Of course, the classic of all Christmas classics. We love it. I love it. I just watched it this week. Okay. In the movie Elf, what are the 4 main food groups according to Buddy the Elf?
Okay, I need everyone to know. So I had a virtual work Christmas party on Monday. This question was asked, and I was the only one who got it right. So
okay.
Candy corns, candy canes, and syrup.
That's right.
And then I had to put in the chat at my work Christmas party, I cannot watch the scene where he puts syrup on his spaghetti and eats it.
No.
Cannot. I have to actually close my eyes.
I can't watch any of the scenes where he eats anything. It's so gross.
The gum off the sidewalk.
Off the handrail. Yeah, it's awful. Okay, you're doing really well. Okay. Which department store is featured in the movie Miracle on 34th Street?
Oh. Okay, well, I haven't seen that in a long time, but I feel like it has to be Macy's.
It is. Ding, ding, ding. It's absolutely Macy's. So, very good. Yeah, I watched it this week, and man, it's such a great Christmas movie. It is such a great Christmas movie. Okay. Moving on, question number 5. In A Christmas Carol, what is the first name of Scrooge?
Wait. Okay.
Oh, come on. You know this.
No, I know. Oh my gosh. Blinking. His friend was Bob Marley.
Okay. Do you need choices?
Oh my gosh. Wait, give me a second. I know this. Hold on.
Yeah, you're going to kill yourself when you figure it out.
I know. Like oh my gosh.
I can't believe you can't get it.
Wait.
I can't believe you can't get it.
Oh my god, like it is on the tip of my tongue. Oh, this is so upsetting. Can you, I guess, give me choices? I'm going to know immediately.
You are. You're going to know immediately. It's like an uncommon name.
Yeah, I know, but it's like Scrooge.
Jacob. Ebenezer.
Ebenezer! I can't believe I forgot that. Oh
I can't either. I didn't think that would be a hard one.
Well, I know it. I just couldn't. I couldn't get there. Oh.
Okay. How many ghosts visit Scrooge in A Christmas Carol?
So 3 ghosts of like Christmas past, present, future, but then also Bob Marley's ghost. So technically 4.
That's right. It's not Bob Marley. It's not Bob Marley. Wait, is that what you said earlier? I didn't even
Wait, what's his name?
Jacob. Bob Marley is the reggae singer from Jamaica.
Singer.
So good.
Oh my gosh. People listening were laughing before we even realized that I had said it
when
wrong.
you said Bob Marley earlier, they all caught it, and it never even registered to me until just now. But you are correct.
His last name is Marley.
Marley,
right?
but it's like, Jacob, not Bob. So good.
Okay, well, I think everyone should know that I almost interviewed Bob Marley's grandson when I was in Jamaica.
Right.
Like, I was WhatsApp messaging him, had him on the phone. He just like didn't show up for the interview. So like, and then anyways, Bob Marley
is on the brain.
Talked about Bob Marley recently. He was on the brain.
Bob Marley's on the brain. So, but the bottom line is you did get that right. There were 4 ghosts: past, present, future, and then Jacob Marley. Okay.
Bob Marley's
Bob Marley. What would his ghost be singing is the question. Which Christmas carol would Bob Marley's ghost be singing?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Okay. In the movie The Polar Express, what is the first gift of Christmas that the boy asks for?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in years, and I'm not I'm not. Polar Express is not one of my favorite
Yeah.
Christmas movies.
Yeah, we never really watched it
I don't
much.
even know.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what that means.
Well, I think you would get it. A toy train, a bell from Santa's sleigh, a teddy bear, or a candy cane.
Oh, the bell?
Yeah, because I think he asked for a bell from Santa's sleigh. Yeah, okay. All right, moving on. In Home Alone 2, who does Kevin run into in the hotel lobby?
Oh, Donald Trump?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Okay, we've got 2 more questions, and then we'll be done. What is the name of the Grinch's dog in How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Oh. Again, not another, like, that's another one that's just not a favorite. Like, I haven't seen that in a while.
Okay.
Grinch's dog has a name?
He does. Okay, I'll give you some choices. Fred, Max, Spot, or Rex?
I
Fred?
feel like it's either Max or Rex. I'm going to go with Max.
Yes, that's right. It is.
Okay.
It's Max. It's Max. Okay, and finally, the final question about one of the greatest Christmas movies ever is in the movie The Holiday. What is Iris's job?
She works at a newspaper company reporting on, like, recent weddings.
Okay.
Like, I guess, I don't know, celebrity
She's a
weddings or
journalist. Thank you. Way too much detail, but you're right. Okay, and as a follow-up question, what is the star of the show in the movie The Holiday? What is the true star of that movie?
The star of the movie?
Yes.
Jude Law's glasses.
Jude Law's glasses, people.
Take over the entire movie.
That's
they
right.
steal the show. That's all we care about.
That's right. Give Jude Law's glasses the respect they deserve. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Well done, daughter. I think you pretty much nailed that. So, really good. Dad and I watched a Christmas movie last night. Hey, hold 1 minute. Can I help you?
There's a deer, probably like 10 to 15 deer in the backyard, I guess.
A herd of deer in the backyard? Is it Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, Blitzen? Santa's reindeer, people, just coming to you live from the suburban paradise. Santa's reindeer are currently in our backyard. So we're
crazy.
We are feeding them. We are getting all that they need, their sustenance, so that on Christmas Eve they are ready to go.
Yeah.
To get to all of your houses.
Really thankful.
Yeah.
Thankful.
That's right. That's right. We're taking care of it. If you hear my stupid dog barking, she sees them back there too. So, anyway, Dad and I watched a Christmas movie last night that I think I've seen it one time, and I'm just going to say it's not my favorite. Have you ever watched The Family Stone?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard of it?
I had never heard of it. No.
So it's Diane Keaton's in it. There's a lot of Sarah Jessica Parker's in it. There's a lot of Dylan McDermott's in it. There are a lot of stars in the movie. It is, it's an interesting Christmas movie. There's a lot of family dysfunction, and it's very awkward. And I don't handle movies and shows that have like awkward moments well. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It makes me very, like, I can't sit still, and it just makes me really uncomfortable. So it wasn't our favorite movie, I will say.
On a scale of, like, 1 to The Office, how awkward was it?
Yeah, it had some Office-esque moments of awkwardness, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, McKinney would probably love it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because he loves awkward. So he would probably love it. Maybe I should tell him to watch it. I would say on a scale of 1 to The Office, it was probably a 7 or 8 at times.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty awkward. So anyway.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
But that was a movie we had not seen in a while. We also watched last week a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger called Jingle All the Way. Where he basically, the whole premise of the movie was there was one toy that his wife had asked him to pick up for their child, and he forgot, and he waited until Christmas Eve to try to get it. And this is like pre-internet movie, and so he's like literally in all these toy stores at the mall fighting people to try to get this toy, and just all the shenanigans that happen with it. And it was fine. You know, again, it's not like you're not going to say, wow, that's the best Christmas movie I've ever seen. But what it did do is it made Dad and I very thankful for the intranet, the World Wide Web, because we, people don't have to do that anymore. You can just get on there and Google and find what you need. So
whatever you want.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a great point.
Yes, it makes Christmas shopping much easier. So anyway, well, what about you? Do you have any Christmas movies you've watched? Anything you want to break down? We could break down some Christmas carols on this episode.
I was going to say, because you said Jingle All the Way, and it made me think of it. But did you know that the song Jingle Bells was originally written for Thanksgiving?
I just learned that. I just learned
that too. What in the world?
I know. That's crazy. Yeah.
I guess it was written somewhere where there was already snow and sleighs at Thanksgiving.
Well, listen. Most of these Christmas songs that we sing were not written about Christmas in Georgia.
No.
Because anything that mentions snow or frost or snowmen or any of that, we don't see that here at Christmas time. So, yeah. Which is why I will say one of my favorite Christmas albums of all time is Alabama Christmas. Man, it's so good, but it talks about, Christmas in Dixie, which is where we live. So anyway.
Are you allowed to say Dixie anymore?
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Or is it just Dixie Chicks? I don't know. I can't keep up.
I think the word's been canceled, but we're not terribly concerned about that. If people want to cancel us, listen, this is probably not the first thing we've said that's worthy of cancellation.
Oh, I'm sure.
So go ahead and cancel us. So anyway,
happily canceled over here.
That's right. We live in Dixie. We do not live in an antebellum house, but there are plenty of antebellum houses in our little town here, and that's another word that, alas, has been canceled. So, anyway.
Yep. Well, I just watched The Santa Claus last night, which is like with Tim Allen. That is another really good movie or series. Actually, there's 3 of them, but the first one is
the best
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think that's my favorite. You know how like different Christmas movies with Santa and like the North Pole like depict it differently. That's my favorite like interpretation of what the North Pole looks like, or like how Santa works. Like, how does he get down the chimney? How does he get into houses with no chimney? It kind of answers those burning questions that you have about Santa.
Yes, burning questions about Santa. That's a great movie. That is a great movie. So, and I could see that. It's very lifelike and real. The one thing I think about with that movie is it the first one where the bad Santa takes over?
No, that's the second one when he's like trying to find a wife.
Okay. So, that movie, The Bad Santa, and he creates like a whole army of Santas?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know how they look like really plasticky?
Yeah, it's
okay. Weird. So this is so warped. I'm about to go down a path that is okay. I feel like, and listen, this is no disrespect to anyone that may listen to this, but I feel like when people get facial fillers, like in their cheeks and their lips, like that's what they look like, is those plastic mean Santas. Their skin is so like tight looking and like, I can't describe it, but in my head, when I see someone who's had a lot of face filler, cosmetic filler done, like that's what they look like, is those plastic Santas.
Yep. That's a really good comparison. Almost like their face is painted on.
It's painted on, and it doesn't move. Yeah. There's not a lot of like, their eyebrows don't move, and their mouth, the wrinkles around their face don't move. It's like, it's painted on. And then to take it one step further, I had a doctor's appointment this week. I had to go to the dermatologist, and my normal dermatologist was booked up till the new year, and I wanted to get in before the end of the year. So I had to see a backup PA, and that's what his face looked like. It was so weird. It was
really?
Yes, it was so like shiny and plastic looking. It was
interesting.
yeah.
You don't see that as often in men, I feel like. So that's interesting.
Yeah. He was a special guy. So he really likes to look special. Let's just put it this way. If I have to go back for a follow-up, I will wait on my regular dermatologist.
Yeah, and that sounds like the safest option.
Yeah, safe bet.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just it. So, like, people, if you're getting cosmetic fillers, just be careful. That's all I would say. I'm not against it necessarily, but just be careful that you don't start looking like the fake Santa Clauses in the Santa Claus
because they're pretty
movie.
Scary.
Yeah.
They could give you nightmares.
Yeah, because they have these smiles that don't change.
Stop. That creeps me out when you do that. Yeah.
And that's what it reminds me of when I see people with a lot of facial filler. So anyway, okay, I'm not sure. Whew, that took us down a path, but that's what that particular movie always reminds me of. So
yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know where you were going with that. I was scared of the
path. I know.
But...
my brain is a scary place. You just don't ever know where it's going to end up. That is for sure. Let's see. We have a trip planned to the Christkindl market. We were supposed to go last week, but I was sick.
And then we were going to go this Wednesday, but we decided instead there's something that is a little bit more important. That is the Survivor Season 49 finale.
That's right.
So that's what we will be doing Wednesday night.
Tomorrow night, yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's tomorrow. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Like,
that's what we'll be doing. It's going to be a good season finale. So, Rebekah, who do you want to win, and who do you think is going to win?
Here's the thing. I feel like there's only one or maybe two answers to all of those questions, because at this point, also spoilers ahead, like if you're not caught up on the second to last episode, just
right. I mean, the last episode's been out for a week, so you've had time.
Yeah, people. You've had time, but also you can skip if you want, like up to you. But I just feel like at this point there are only two people who can win and deserve to win, and that's Rizzo and Savannah. I don't think anyone else stands a chance against them. I don't think anyone's going to beat Savannah in final immunity. Like, she's a beast. None of the rest of them can do anything challenge-wise. And then Rizzo has an idol that he can still use on himself. So I feel like he's making it to, like it's.
Yeah, I mean, he's making it to 4 for sure.
Yeah.
No matter what. Because he has an idol.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I would say neither one of them are my favorite players of all time.
And same. But honestly, no one left is my favorite. I'm not like.
I will say this. If Blue Sophie had done what she needed to do at the last tribal council, she would 100% deserve to have won.
Absolutely. And she would still be my favorite. But now I'm done with her. I cannot believe she didn't take that shot. And even if she is sitting at final 3, the jury's going to be like, girl, you messed up. Yeah. We aren't even giving you the time of day.
That's right.
You had this whole time and you didn't get Rizzo's idol. Yeah, I'm still so mad at her.
Yeah, so here's the interesting thing. I don't think she thought about taking Rizzo's idol until he brought it up to her.
Well, no, because she brought it up in the episode before last. She talked about it.
Okay,
before she even told Rizzo and Savannah that she had the knowledge of power. So she had thought about it. But I think in her head, she's like, well, Rizzo and Savannah will get me to final 3. And I'm like, girl, even if you're at final 3, you're not winning this game.
That's right, because Rizzo and Savannah may take her to final 3, and that's great. Yeah. But she has 0 chance of winning because they have made all the moves. They've made all the moves. Yeah. She had one move.
Yeah, a huge move. Everyone in the world knew about Rizzo's idol.
That's right. She has the most powerful advantage in the game of Survivor, and she squandered it. She could have taken Rizzo's idol and turned around and saved it for the next tribal council and saved herself, and she would have been good. Yep. Instead, she squandered it. And so...
She squandered it in public embarrassing way. Like,
so
I'm sorry,
embarrassing.
sweetie, but that was, I wouldn't be able to show my face. Like,
Yeah. I know. I think it's one of the things about this game that makes it so interesting is that we're all sitting here saying the same thing. Blue Sophie is a smart player. She's not an idiot. And she even said, my grandmother would be telling me to take Rizzo's idol with this advantage. So the only way to explain, like, we can't get inside her head, but I think when you're there, the game does something so significant to you emotionally that you don't process the way normal people process when they have been fed, when they have loving support, when they're around people they know they can trust. And so for her, she processed it in that, like, well, these are my two best friends. They're going to take me to the end, and then it'll be up to me to pitch my game. Where the rest of us are like, no, girl, you don't have a game to pitch if you don't make this one move.
Yeah.
But
like, they want to take you to the end because they know they can sit next to you and be fine.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's like the crux of it because we're looking from the outside in, and meanwhile she has these deep relationships with Savannah and Rizzo, and she doesn't want to turn on them.
Right.
So, yeah.
Even though the two of them would be like, girl, well done. We respect that move.
Yeah.
Like, we would have done the same thing.
Sure.
So it's you get into the game and you start to build these connections. And it's like Jeff always says, it's like, you think you're going there to win $1 million. And you're like, I'll do whatever it takes to win the $1 million. But then your feelings and your emotions and trust and all this stuff starts to play into it. And it really just goes to show how we can only compartmentalize our brains from, like, our logic and our emotions so much. There's only so much compartmentalizing you can do. And at the end of the day, God created those things to work together within us, logic and emotion. And as much as we would have wanted her to separate them and say, don't put emotion into it, but play logically and make this move, it's hard for us to say because we're not in the game, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
God also created us to have food and water to nourish our bodies.
Exactly.
They don't really have food.
Exactly. So, it's really so fascinating, and it's why the game is about to have its 50th season. I mean, it's lasted for Dad and I have been married 26, almost 27 years, and we've been watching this show our whole marriage. Mm-hmm. So it's lasted for 27 years through a very changing culture. And it still has people tuning in every week to watch because it is such a crazy experiment on just the humanity, really.
Psyche.
Yeah. Human psyche. So anyway.
Yeah. Anyways,
we love it.
Survivor.
Watch Survivor. We will, I guess if we had paid subscribers, we would do like a whole breakdown of the final episode would be like a paid episode.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it'd be like Patreon.
Yeah.
But we don't have paid subscribers, so.
There are like big Survivor podcasts out there. Like, that might be a market for us, Mom.
It might be. Do you think people would listen to us talk about Survivor?
They would listen to us because they would like make fun of us.
Wait, do you think people would actually pay to listen to us talk about Survivor is the bigger question. That's funny.
Mean,
maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe that's how we need to market ourselves, not mother-daughter, but
Survivor podcast.
Hey, speaking of mother-daughter podcast, you used our podcast as a trivia question this week at work.
I did.
Do you need to talk about that?
I'd forgotten. So at work, so every other week we used to do these like little short staff trivia things like before our daily huddle meetings. And we had stopped doing them. Like, it's been a few months since we had one. And so I submitted some like trivia questions interesting questions about myself months ago. So I'd fully forgotten that I had sent this in. Like, I was in Croatia when this happened. I was like, oh, this is a fun fact about me. And then they used it on Thursday, and I was so thrown off, so not prepared. And then they were like, Rebekah, do you want to explain? And I was like, I really don't, but sure. So I had to go off mute, which I wasn't mentally prepared to do. And like, that's a big thing, is to go off mute and huddle. You know, there's not a lot of people in that call.
Right.
I don't even remember what I said. But anyways, so I don't even think I said the name of the podcast or dropped the podcast in the chat, so it was not good advertising at all.
Well, maybe none of your work associates found it, but if they did, welcome to the podcast. It's a wild ride.
Yes.
Rebekah's amazing in her work capacity, and this is her creative outlet. So there's that.
I wonder what happens if I search on Google Rebekah Crozier podcast. Like if someone were looking up.
Right.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. First thing that comes up, Crozier Girls podcast. So you could find it.
Wow.
You could find it.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
That is funny. One other thing I wanted to ask is, have you heard what Merriam-Webster has deemed the 2025 word of the year?
Fortunately, I have.
Okay.
I don't think we should say it, though. Things might get crazy.
Oh, really? Because it'll
I don't know. Have you seen all those reels about like restaurants that have to call out numbers and they call out like 6, 7 and then like
no, that's not the word of the year.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Wait, what are we? Oh,
that's not the Merriam-Webster 2025 word of the year. That is not a word.
Okay,
that's not even a word.
No, I agree. Okay, it's a word of. It's a something of the year. No, remember I sent it to McKinney.
Yeah, but that might not have been right. This is actually the word of the year Merriam-Webster has chosen for 2025.
Yeah. Dictionary.com's word of the year is 6, 7.
Okay, so sorry, whatever. Merriam-Webster has been around since an actual hard copy dictionary. So we're going to go with that. And the 2025 word of the year is slop. SLOP. And it says the word's proliferation online in part is thanks to the widespread availability of generative artificial intelligence, and it landed at the title of the 2025 word of the year. And so it's basically, okay, the definition has expanded to mean digital content of low quality that is produced usually in quantity by means of artificial intelligence. So whereas slop used to be like, what you would feed pigs, right? Now it's all these absurd videos, weird advertising images, fake news,
makes sense.
All this stuff, and they are calling it slop.
Okay,
so,
I haven't heard that term for it, but there needs to be one, so that makes sense.
So there you go. For my fellow friends who do not like AI, this is what you can call it, slop. So anyway, I thought that was kind of an interesting, fun fact to end the year.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. Well, did you have anything to add or update us on in this episode?
I did want to make a public service announcement.
Okay.
If I get asked one more time if I watch Stranger Things, I'm going to riot. Like something will happen.
You guys do not want to see Rebekah riot. It's a situation when this happens, and her brothers are kind of scared of her rioting, and we all just kind of like take off when it starts because it can be intense.
When it starts, it's like an earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Stranger Things.
Well, here's the thing. People who don't know my show watching taste are like, oh my goodness, you have to watch it. You would love it. People who do are like, Rebekah, it makes sense you haven't watched it. You wouldn't like this show. And I know I wouldn't. I've watched the first 2 seasons. I had to stop watching. Like, not my vibe.
Right.
I would maybe try again, but like, and I know that. Like, I have actually zero interest in watching it, but everyone is like, oh, you haven't watched it? Okay, you have to watch it. Like, you'll love it.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I will. And that's okay to not love something that everyone else loves.
Okay. I like that. That. If you don't love something, it's okay to say, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't love that.
Yeah. I don't like sci-fi shows.
Yeah.
The first 2 seasons freaked me out. I get scared really easily, and there were some freaky scenes, and I was like, well, spooked. Okay. I'm a coward. I'll admit it. Like, it's just not my vibe.
It's not your scene.
But I love it for you if it's yours, but I just don't try to force someone to watch something that they know they won't like.
Okay.
You know?
I like it. I think that is
Thank
a
you.
wonderful encouragement to people out there. It is okay to have your own opinion. You do not have to be swayed by the changing winds of this world. You do not have to be swayed by what's on your social media. You can actually think for yourself and have your own opinion. I like it.
Yep.
Okay, well done.
So true.
That's
Thank
the independent thinker in you, which
Hmm.
I'm very proud of, and I'll take a tiny bit of credit for.
Oh yeah, you can definitely take credit
So,
for it. Like mother, like daughter.
if one more person asks me, "Are you ready for Christmas?" I might blow a
so
gasket.
valid.
Like,
Yeah, because like, what kind of question is
right.
that? Like,
It's like, A, it's none of your business, and B, it's still 2 weeks till Christmas. No, 10 days, 9 days till
ooh,
Christmas.
yeah, 9 days.
I've got
Mom.
9 days. So I may not be ready yet, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be ready.
Yeah,
And
so true.
I get that, Miss Checkout Lady, you're trying to make conversation or, whatever, but I feel like we need to come up with other questions to ask than, are you ready for Christmas?
Yeah.
Like, guess what?
Let's just substitute. Let's just say, are you excited for Christmas? That's
right.
a better
Do
question.
you have your shopping done? Have you started your Christmas baking? Are your decorations up? That's fine. But don't ask me, are you ready for Christmas? Because guess what? Christmas is a season. It's not one day. And especially for those of us who are believers in the birth of Jesus Christ as actually the reason for the holiday that we celebrate, like we shouldn't ever be ready for Christmas. Like
we should always be in a Christmas mindset.
That's right.
Yeah.
And this is a season of Advent, which is, longing and expectancy and waiting. And so we should be waiting with expectancy for Christmas. And it shouldn't be like just something that you are ready for. Like, I'm ready. Today I am ready. Right? Like, I don't know. I know I'm reading way too much into this, but it's just it's kind of just gotten on my nerves lately.
Yeah.
So
that's valid.
Yeah.
And that's the independent thinker in you, Mom.
Thank you. Thank you. I will probably see a reel about this very conversation tonight where other people think like I do, because as soon as we talk about it, there's a reel.
I know. I'm going to have a Stranger Things reel.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's going to happen. 100%.
Yeah, it's true. We should just, when we have these thoughts, we should make our own reels so that we could start profiting off of it, honestly. Anyway.
That's true. Yeah,
I think I also need to say this. Dad's playing pickleball tonight. At the church.
Is it not freezing?
No, at the church.
Oh, okay.
Like the little pickleball league.
Okay.
So I was going to make tacos, but I smell the oven, which says to me Micah has already heated up a frozen pizza. So I guess I'll eat a sandwich and save the tacos for another night because I smell the frozen pizza.
That's fine. You can make them tomorrow night when I come over for. Oh, well, we probably need to watch pizza or eat pizza. Sorry, Survivor.
We're actually not going to do pizza because we did pizza Sunday night, even though you couldn't come. So I don't really want pizza twice in 1 week. I just me.
Okay.
I'm not a teenage boy like Micah, 18-year-old boy. But Michelle and I had talked about Zaxby's.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's probably going to be our plan.
Okay.
Just easy.
Sounds
something
good.
Easy to pick up. So
I feel like we need to get like some kind of fun dessert. I don't know. It's like a party. It's like Survivor finale night.
I know. We need to have a fun snack. I'll try to think about it and see what I can come up with. But
some kind of Survivor Island snack.
I've been, I've been working on our family's recipe of chocolate covered cherries for 3 days now, and they're finally dipped and done. And
good job.
So I've got 3 trays out on the counter. I was very disappointed in my big jug of cherries that I bought this year because there were so many cherries without stems.
Oh, that's the worst.
And having a stem on a chocolate covered cherry is pretty important.
The whole point.
So you can dip it in the chocolate. So that was frustrating. And the cherries were tiny, teeny tiny.
Oh, dang.
I know. It's weird. But
did you get them from Chick-fil-A?
I did. It's, what they use for the milkshakes. They always sell me a jug of them, but just they weren't the best this year. So anyway,
Man,
it is what
I'm
it
sorry.
is. Yeah.
Well, the reason that you're making cherries is because we're going to our farmhouse family Christmas on Saturday.
That's right.
So
the farmhouse. It's everybody's favorite Saturday of the year. We have such a good time there. It is this tiny family farmhouse, and it's packed full of just the best people, the best food, the best memories, the most fun white elephant gift exchange. It's just, it's a fun family tradition, and we all love it. So yeah, that's Saturday.
I had to miss it last year, so
yeah, that's right.
I'm excited.
Okay. Yep, we've got that coming up, and then next week, all the things. Christmas Eve,
big day.
The big day. I hope everybody's ready. Goodness. Get ready, people. Somebody will ask you this. If you're out and about in the next 9 days, someone will certainly ask, are you ready for Christmas?
Don't be the person who is asking.
That's right. Don't be that person. Do not be that person. And last night we started our candy ribbon. Did we talk about candy ribbon last episode? I don't think we did. But it's another family tradition that our family has. It was something that I did growing up as a child, and now I've passed it on to my kids. And we have this candy ribbon, and you start at the bottom on December 15th. There's this little poem. Do we say the poem? I mean, I guess we have
December 15th of Christmas is the longest time of the year. Seems as though old Santa never will appear. How many days of Christmas? It's mighty hard to count, but this little candy ribbon will tell the exact amount. And tie a candy every night when the Sandman casts his spell, and Christmas will be here by the time you reach the bell.
That's right. So on December 15th, you start at the bottom and you untie a candy every night. And guess what, people? By the time we reach the bell, I will be ready for Christmas.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll be ready. That's when I'm ready.
I'll be ready.
That's right. Is reached.
When we ring that bell on Christmas Eve. So we started that last night. So that was fun. We had to, do it FaceTime, because you and McKinney aren't here, but it was still fun. And then...
Yes, it was.
So here we are.
Yep.
The end of the year. But Rebekah, you told me you had a story to tell me, but you wanted to wait for the pod, and you could not wait to tell me, and you haven't told me yet. And we need to wrap up, so... Okay. I'm scared.
I totally forgot about this. This happened I guess a week and a half. It's been a while, but we had to wait for a podcast episode, and then I just forgot. Oh my gosh. Okay. So as everyone knows, I recently moved into an apartment, and I'm a strong independent girly, and I love living alone. But sometimes I am just a girl, and I get scared. So
Okay.
This is the weirdest story you're ever gonna hear. Okay. So I got home one night. I don't remember where I had gotten home from. And it was 11 p.m. when I got home from somewhere. I don't know. So I got back, and I got into my apartment, whatever, and I went to text one of my friends who lives in Birmingham. And I have her location. So, when you go on, I wasn't stalking her location, but you can just see, if you go to text someone and you have their location, then underneath their contact picture on your phone, it'll say, Brazelton, Georgia, or whatever. It'll say where they are.
Huh.
So,
I didn't know that.
Did you know this? Okay,
Mm-mm.
Now you do. So I went to text this friend who lives in Birmingham, and under her contact picture, it said the name of the town where I currently live in my apartment. And I was like, what? I was like, this isn't, what? She should be in Birmingham. I know she was earlier today. She was texting me about work. Why would she be in the state of Georgia at all? So,
that's
and I text this friend regularly. So, I usually know if she's, going out of town or something, So I go to, actually look at her location. It's showing that she is right outside my apartment complex, on the other side of the road. And I was like, what? Of course I'm not being logical, because in my head I'm like, there's no way that she is here, like, and she also, like, hasn't been to visit me at my apartment, like, doesn't know where I live right now. Like,
Right.
she knows I moved to her apartment, but she doesn't live in Georgia. Like, she doesn't know anything about the state. She
Okay.
doesn't know where I am.
Okay.
So, like, she doesn't have my address. So I was like, this is really weird. So then I start to freak out. In my head, her phone got hacked and I'm being stalked. So I'm freaking out. And
That's because that makes so much sense. That's not what I was thinking at all hearing this story. So
that is immediately where my mind went. Because there's
okay.
absolutely no way that she could be in Georgia, Mom. Like, there's just no way.
Okay.
So in my head,
okay.
and so I started freaking out. And so I start watching her little bubble on the Find My Friends move, like, away and, like, kind of go, like, down, like, by the mall and then, like, get on, like, 985 heading to Gainesville. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, where is she going? And then of course, I even went to, oh my gosh, like, maybe this friend of mine has been kidnapped. Like, I was, like, literally, like, actually, and for all of our listeners who don't know me as well, like, I don't freak out. Like, I don't have paranoia like this. Like, this is not really normal for me, like, to actually freak out. And then I was like, well, I guess, because I texted her, but I was like, well, if she's driving, I guess, like, she won't see it. She hadn't answered my text about me being like, why are you in my town? And so then I was like, but what if I call her and her phone has been hacked and it's, like, not her who answers? Like, that's actually truly where my mind was at. So it took me a good 20 minutes to actually get up the courage to call her. So I finally call her and she's like, hello? Like, she's probably like, why is Rebekah calling you at 11:15 at night? Like, I also am not the kind of person who just, like, calls people randomly. So she's like, hey. And I was like, hey, where are you right now? And she was like, oh, funny that you should ask. Like, I'm actually in Georgia. And I was like, oh, can you please tell me why? Like, I need a reason. Because in my head, like, she's still in the car with her kidnapper and your kidnapper is making her say
Right.
So she's like, she just tells me, like, oh, like, we're going up to a cabin in North Carolina for the weekend with my family. So, like, okay, totally valid, makes perfect sense. So then, of course, I tell her, I was like, oh, I thought, like, I was being stalked. Like, so sorry. I, like, unshared my location with you. I'll share it with you again. Like, I was like, I'm so sorry. So my heart was, like, racing. Like, I was, like, so freaked out. Like, I had my Ring camera pulled up in case someone was outside my door.
Oh
like,
my
I was so freaked out.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
Okay, something just popped up that said new recording.
Yeah, I think your mic died. So that's fine. That's fine. I can still hear you.
Can you hear me?
So we'll just go with this. But man, that's a funny story. Glad you weren't being stalked.
Me as well.
And glad your friend wasn't kidnapped.
Yeah. So everything turned out for the best.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say stay away from Stranger Things for sure.
No, and I know that about myself. I don't watch scary movies. Yeah. I don't anything remotely freaky. I don't need to put that in my brain.
Right.
A spirit of fear is not from the Lord. Like that. He doesn't give us a spirit of fear. So if things are, if I'm purposely making myself afraid because I'm watching scary movies, like that is not something I need to do for my mental health, like for my spiritual, like I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay. Well, good story. Thanks for sharing that. And just a little bit of a glimpse into Rebekah's crazy brain. I love it.
I didn't have these fears in Croatia because I felt perfectly safe everywhere I went. But it's a little different here in the United States.
That's true. That's true. It's a different place. Okay. Well, we only have one more thing to do, and that is high point and low point. So, do you want to go first or shall I?
I guess I have a high point. I don't.
Also, just FYI, in case you guys didn't hear me say this earlier, Rebekah's microphone just died. So I know it's going to sound bad. It's the best we can do. So, again, low budget production, people.
Yep. Okay. Well, I think my high point was this past weekend. I went to Birmingham for like 24 hours, less than that, honestly. And I stayed with like one of my best friends, and I went to her sister does these cool vintage pop-up shops. So it was just like super fun. I went to that on Saturday and I got a really cute new purse that I'm excited about. So
that's
Christmas
so
present
fun.
to myself.
I love it. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't wait to see it. That'll be so fun. Okay. How about a low point?
No, if I have. My low point is that I wasn't able to watch Survivor with y'all.
Oh, that was sad. Yes.
Yeah.
I forget what you had
That's
going
a
on.
good week when I.
Yeah, because you had plans with a friend or something.
Yeah,
so
yeah, no,
it's-
like I.
But
yeah.
it was sad. We missed you. It wasn't the same. It was just the three of us, and so anyway. Okay.
Yep.
Well, good. That is a good week. I would
Yeah.
say for me, my low point was last week I was sick again. And that meant I had to miss my a Christmas party with my Bible study ladies, which was very sad because I just love them so much, and I was looking forward to that. And so that was kind of sad. That would have been my low point, having to miss some stuff last week that I had planned and I was looking forward to. And my high point, man, I mean, it's just a time of year where there's just so much fun and joy and laughter and merriment. So it's hard to pick one. One of my high points is just attending our church during this Advent season.
Yeah.
It's just a very sweet time. I didn't grow up in a church where we really celebrated Advent. This has been something that has started in the last 7 years. And I just really appreciate our church slowing down and taking each week to celebrate the tenets of Advent and just learning more about that and really leaning into what it means to wait expectantly for the coming of Christ. And the already and not yet. People say that all the time, which already that he's already come, but the not yet because he's coming again. And just the tension being held so tenderly in this season between those two is really beautiful. So that's my high point for the whole month of December, is attending my church, worshiping with my faith family, and just the reverence that they handle this season with. And I really appreciate it.
It's a much better high point than mine. You win.
Well,
that's
listen,
a good one.
I do. I just really love it. And I had to miss a week because I was sick before. And so I was thankful to be back this week. So, anyway.
Very good.
Okay. Well, I think that's it. We'll try to get one more episode to you people before the end of 2025. And then we will see what 2026 holds for us.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for listening,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Merry
Christmas, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.